the thing about a horror movie trailer is they always get you with like kind of like the build up. It's like, you know, couple of kids, or maybe like this family, or maybe like this house. Like
shit always looks innocent, but it never is. Like,
no, it isn't. It is stupid.
And it's always like a fun. Like you're right. It's always like a bunch of kids having a good time, or a family trying to restart all over again.
Dude, every time it's like, hey. Yeah, this family had like 12 people, you know, murdered in the basement, and then there's like, and I've seen this meme before. Every horror movie, it's like a happy family moving right in. It's
right in, like almost right after they just finished scrubbing the last blood stain.
Listen, I'll
put it on the market.
I'll buy a house if there was a murder in it. I'll be honest with you, but depends on the murder.
Oh yeah,
really? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. My wife used to live in the city. And there was a house right across from where they used to live, and no one was murdered in the house, but there were people murdered and then buried in that house.
Oh, that's a different story, my friend.
How would you feel about that?
Well, I mean, like...
I feel like you're okay with somebody being murdered in the house.
Wait, buried as in, like, they found it by doing renovations?
No, well, yeah. Like, they were...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, there was... torsos, because they cut off the heads.
Okay, time out.
What up?
One, how much did it cost after?
I don't know. It was hella low because there was dead body chunks in it.
Okay. Are the bodies gone now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's affordable then.
Yeah.
All right, fine. It's gone. They're gone.
Okay.
This isn't like...
Okay, so you're... Okay, cool.
Listen, a dude died in this house.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, actually.
That one?
I think he was an old man. I think he died somewhere else. But, like, you know, I always think, like, something spooky gonna happen, and you know, it's never. It's usually one, two, my cats probably fucking running past me.
Or the cats see what you don't see.
Dude, they see tiny particles in the air. I don't want to hear this, like, they see ghosts because they're looking at ghosts.
They see the force, okay?
You know what? You know what? I don't care. It's not like ghosts can, like, a group of ghosts can come saying, "We're back." Like we are.
Have you not seen
We're done.
Ghostbusters?
That was a bit. You ruined it. You ruined the bit. You ruined it. I can't believe this.
Did I just bomb? Is that what
it was an introduction to our show, because this is episode something again. Listen, look at the title.
Episode.
All right, listen. So we did put out some GTA episodes, which I'm not entirely proud of. So let's pretend those were a different universe.
That was the
video.
quarantine.
No, that was the quarantine
saga. Quest.
Well,
of that.
Okay. Not really. Like, well, we're still like, we're not in quarantine. Things are slowly opening up. We're in our area. We're still told to wear masks and still told to stay safe distances, etc. So that's what we are kind of doing. But
yeah. We are shockingly too one of the states with the fewest newer cases.
Look,
too.
That's good, because our
neighboring, we're actually doing things they were supposed to be doing.
Our neighboring states are not doing so great.
Yeah, because they're
not wearing masks and they don't give a crap.
Yeah, what does Red Forum call people? Dumbasses. That's the word.
So, like, since now we're kind of back in person, we're going to be doing it like this. But we are
the
good.
old days.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
Yeah, I do. That was like a year ago. We're not even on episode 10, dude.
No, man.
No.
Our lives, dude.
Right.
So much. Like, every day is something else and it's something different. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, but that's for sure. But, you know, this is cool.
Yeah.
We're good now.
Being back in black, you know.
Hanging out with my buddy. Just finished, and actually about 2 weeks ago, maybe, me and Mike finished that third episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was not bad. Echoing in the microphone on my end.
Check it out.
It's good to listen to. He just explains like the movies and stuff. I got lost for a solid like minute and a half, but you know, shout out to the Phantom Reviewer.
Yeah, it's Godzilla.
Yeah. Because we even like we both like kind of said it, like he's like the super Godzilla like fanatic. I'm the Marvel fanatic. Like I know the movies and I know outside the kind of the movies, and he's like I know the Godzillas. So like yesterday. He like showed me some. We were talking about Ultraman. You know Ultraman?
Why does that sound familiar?
Okay, see, I'll show you something. But Ultraman, I remember as a kid, I told him like, "Oh yeah, I had an Ultraman toy," and he's just like, "Oh, you had a toy," and like, but you don't remember the show or anything? I'm like, no, like my mom and dad bought me toys on what I watched or what I might like. Yeah. My dad was like, I guess he might like this, and buy it. My mom was like, "Oh, he likes Power Rangers, so get him Power Rangers." Oh, he's watching.
Gargoyles.
Actually, I didn't get gargoyle toys. Star Wars. He likes Star Wars. Get him Star Wars. You know, stuff like that. So he showed me this Australian version of the show, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? So I looked at it. I was like, dude, my fucking brains just blew everywhere, dude.
There's chunks everywhere.
Oh, so much chunk matter. Anyway, I fucking was so blown away at the fact that he found this show that I forgot that I watched until I saw it. Because then I remember seeing the monster. I'm like, wait a minute, I had that toy too. So, like, it was kind of cool, like, kind of witnessing, like, something that, like, no joke, like, not purposely me trying to find it. So I guess it explains, like, I must have went through, like, a Super Godzilla monster kaiju phase, Sentai phase at a young age. And then, like, I no doubt, like, when I got to, like, maybe 10, 11, I was totally into superheroes. But it was, like, superhero toys were, like, they were like the wind, dude.
They were like the wind. Change like, your life.
It's a low, like, you'll find them at, that wind of, it's fucking blowing these doors down. But then there's days where you go there and it's like, there's just
a gentle breeze.
I found Gwen Stacy from the Spider-Man series. Yay. I don't care about this.
Who is this? Where am I?
I was a boy. I like boy toys and, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though that was back then, now this is now.
Yeah, he's like, I still enjoy collecting.
I think it's kind of cool when you see kids, like, I see, like, a father and daughter, like, she's playing, like, she's wearing a Spider-Man mask or something, and they're doing something up and down a toy aisle in, like, their video or something. Or, like, whatever. It's just like
passing it down the generation. Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Having a mini you enjoy the same things you like.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just blown away by that crap, though. Like, all these toys that I collected, like, and you know what's weird? Like, he totally got to me. He's like, you relate to things, to figures more and toys, and I'm like, that's probably why I collect a lot of figures. And then he's like, I'm into, like, a lot of movies and, like, all this stuff, and he's, like, super into, like, all these, like, old ass movies and all these, like, 1950s, like, monster movies, kaiju movies, all that stuff. He's into horror. He's like, kind of me in movies. It's more like figures and games. Well, I don't know about you. What do you collect?
I don't really collect things.
Yeah.
Life stamps.
That's true.
Yeah. I've never really been a big collector, per se, I guess, now I think about it.
Oh, I also collect these pounds in my stomach, because that's what's been happening this whole time.
The quarantine quad. Because I gained like 25 from it. But yeah.
Dude, your snap pictures, like, starve me, okay? Like, I look at these pictures, I'm like, I'm full. Like, I'm sorry, not starve me, they fill me up. Like, they're always like these, like, heavy portions of food, and I'm like, it's like, yeah, wifey's just making me dinner because you're married to a freaking 5-star chef.
Yeah, plus we only really honestly eat only like once or twice a day.
Yeah. That's true. That's not good though. You're not supposed
really
to do that.
It's just like
you're packing on those cows. And,
oh yeah, dude, those calzones. Packing on those calzones.
Oh, those freaking Polish sausages.
Oh god. Don't get me started with sausages. How have you eaten sausage?
I haven't had a Polish sausage. I actually, you know what? That's not true. No, yeah. I had some kind of sausage last week for 4th of July. Because my dad cooked. Well, no, we did not blow off fireworks and celebrate it. I just haven't seen my old man in a while. So I thought it'd be nice to, like, sit outside and share some brats and dogs.
Brats and dogs.
And a couple beers. And, exactly. That's just it.
That's like most
I didn't drink at all. I kind of slowed down on drinking right now. I need to. I think I'm having some problems.
Oh, problems, they say. Well, that's good.
Well, 13 years of drinking, bro.
You've taken a conscious decision.
But I like probably got heavily drink. I started heavily drinking probably like maybe late, probably 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before you were a big drinker.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
When I got drunk, it was very rare. Yeah.
Unlike me, Trashy McGee.
You were like, when you were sober, you were like, oh, I hate this form.
Yeah. I need my other form for sure.
All right, hold on. So since quarantine, you and I have just been playing video games and like watching movies and whatever. You know, congratulations, you started working. You know,
thank you.
It's really hard times, you know.
Yeah.
The world is fucking crazy right now, folks. And we kind of hope things will die down. You know, I've heard some... I need water. I've heard some sad stuff. No, my backpack's over here. I got my water jug. We've heard some sad stuff. We've heard some, you know, some really good stuff.
2020's been the year of the real, I feel like.
Yeah. But
ever since 2020's happened.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. I think I left it in my car. I'm not worried about it right now. So, I don't know. I took some notes on things like that I thought was entertaining. And things that I said to myself.
Trying to keep it light and buttery.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Pancakes. Keep it like flapjacks around here, ladies and gents.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I brought up, like... Alright, so... that whole, like, bitch, I look like Goku. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about
You didn't know about this.
No, I remember we talked about him before. I remember talking about when he was, like, getting into gaming, and he was, like, getting his ass beat tournament.
He wanted to get into gaming. So, here's a history of this. A long time ago, Soulja Boy, you know, he had his own, like, you had to pay to join his crew, like, on Xbox or something.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
A group back then called Screw Attack had their own website. They challenged him to a gaming. You know, they had each member like, you can play this. He'll play you against Call of Duty. He'll play this. He'll play you in a puzzle game. He'll play you in a fighting game. You know, everyone had their own thing because he said he was the pro gamer. He comes back with a video where he's just like, "You guys sick? Whatever. I got a gamer chair, yo. I got a gamer chair," and they're all psyched out about the gamer chair. It's a really weird video. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, you should.
But the funny thing about this dude is that they challenged him to come to a convention. He said yes. He beat some guy on television, on MTV, I think, to prove that he was a gamer. He beat a dude that only knew he played Geometry Wars. And he was playing Soulja Boy in a fighting game.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so I'm kind of just sitting here like, you're just throwing a baby in a bullpen.
That's like the first time we played fighting games together, remember?
We're just two babies in bullpens, and then we grew up. And now we're not in the bullpen. We're fighting each other outside of it now because we figure shit out.
We're teaching how to fight.
We hate those stages where you get hurt by things while we're trying to fight. Little baby me and you fighting. So anyway.
That'd be a good...
No, we're not getting down there. We got to get back on this. So Soulja Boy, like, whatever.
Boy
that was the last time I heard about gaming. He didn't show up to the convention. I think his lawyer said don't. You're going to get owned on stage, as they would say. Soldier. I would have loved to see him get, like, just dominated on stage by, like, 4 people. Like, here you go. You're going to fight our dude in a fighting game. And
they're going
like,
to clap his cheeks.
And they're all just like, screw attack. And he'd be all like, whatever, man. My controller broken. Whatever, man. My arm broken.
Soulja Boy told him, man. Soulja Boy told them. My controller. But yes. So yes.
Do you think somebody ever called Soulja Boy, and he's just like, no, excuse me, ma'am.
It's
Soulja.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I can see him. I can see it. He's a special breed, but yeah.
And then he gives her $1 and a kiss. And
$1 and a kiss. Does he kiss the dollar on her? Like, there you go. There you go.
He's got sticky lips.
Ugh. I was smoking all those blunts.
So anyway, that's the last I heard of him. And then all of a sudden, like 2018, he just tweets like, I'm making a gaming console. It's gonna be, it can play like.
He had a song come out beforehand, like 2017.
He had like, I think, he just had like watches, like those fake watches and fake like, what's it called, smartwatches, and I don't know, just
he was selling something.
He was selling stuff. But the thing was, he was selling... Alright, so he says, like, you can play PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One games, you can play Wii U games, and, like, no joke, dude, I saw Instagram ads for this when it happened, and I thought, like, I even made a comment, like, this has got to be spam. Like, I reported it and everything.
Yeah.
And I found out, like, 2 days later that it was him pushing ads out. It was, like, a picture of, like, this console that had said Super Mario Odyssey on the side for the advertisement. It showed a picture of the console and everything. I was like, that's not a fucking Switch.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? And so find out videos come out and it's like a shitty ass system. He just all of a sudden says like all this shit. He buys these consoles from a cheap Chinese market that produces them for cheap, and he tries to sell them for like almost $200 and stuff. There's like lagging in the screens for old games, and the thing is, it's just an emulator. It's just an emulator box. So you emulate old SNES games and old Nintendo games and all that stuff. So it's kind of just like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the handheld console. Okay, so like there was supposed to be a big console, but then after a month that shit got shut down, and then I think JonTron did a video on it. He found out that you can go on Amazon and buy this thing for like $100. You know?
He shut us off for $2.
Yeah. Dude, he was an idiot for doing that.
Oh yeah. I know, okay. I did see it like once or twice, but I know that was him. That's hilarious.
That was definitely him. Like I remember seeing advertisements for this console a couple times. It was like I think like maybe around Christmas time, maybe earlier, or maybe November.
Yeah.
But I just remember that was like the one thing that like he did that I remember him doing. Like it's since his, songs and his so-called gaming crew on Xbox. To pay to join somebody on Xbox, you'd be like,
and then pay for a console that you're just
dude. Also, the thing is, the dude's like on tour all the time. Like, what are the chances of him jumping online at the time you're online? So, like, are you expecting to join him right away? How many people are in his crew that can join him at a time? Like, what are those? Each match you can hold up to like 10 each side.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's just one of those things. I don't know.
It was a fever dream he had once.
like the Rapskaball fever dream that I had.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another thing I took note of because I had an idea because it was kind of a dream. All right, picture this: Rapskaball. Quincy, explain.
Yeah, no, I tried to. I'm not waiting for the real explanation.
I want to hear.
I want to hear Rapskaball.
I want to hear what you got to think. This would be funny.
Think it's rappers all hooping together for one giant music video.
Okay. No. I like where I like your thinking. I like where you're going, but hear me out. It's like a new reality show where, you have a game of basketball, but when you have the ball, think of it like, what's that game where you have the ball and you can only take a couple steps and then throw? Was it Scatterball?
Was it Scatterball?
I think it was. I don't know. Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
You were on two sides, like a court,
Yeah.
It could have been Scatterball. I played Scatterball at my school. I don't know about you, but we grew up like kind of like not far apart. Like you were like we're in the same county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Scatterball's gotta cry.
Scatterball is the biggest thing in this county, dude. Don't you deny it. There's weekend Scatterball.
Weekend Scatterball. You know you have a league. You know you're part of a league.
Okay, so anyway, moving on. But here's the thing: whenever they have the ball and they're bouncing it, they have to there's gonna be a beat playing in the arena, and they have to fucking bam go right there.
I didn't want to start just dropping freestyles.
Yeah, they gotta bounce to the beat. They gotta
rap and play basketball. Okay, yeah. I thought they were gonna be like,
and they gotta be newcomers. It can't be fucking and it's gotta be like a judge. Snoop Dogg.
So we're gonna have like the old heads be like the coaches and judges, and then up and coming rappers play, and be like.
So it's a competition. Like, listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start the first episode. It's like scrimmage, all right, guys. We're gonna do tryouts. Let's see if you're good.
They're just doing burpees and rapping. So my flow's so low, I can't know where to go. Oh, I just puke all over the place. I actually like that. I like it a lot.
So the first episode, it's like, all right, it's got to be like, so it's a tournament, and like each team of 5, Space Jam style.
Space Jam style, so you can dunk from half court. Okay, I like this.
We'll do like a special cannon comes out. You can use the cannon. You only get one lifeline, so you can use the cannon.
The whole group
I'm just kidding. Take
the whole group has to rap and see perfect harmony to get the cannon, though. Has to be like
a freestyle without any practice. It has to be on the spot, boys. You can't do this. You can't do this.
You know what?
There's like the one white guy in one of the teams. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm here to
here
to be the best.
One's gotta have a token white guy. One's got a token Asian guy. One's gotta have."
See, the thing is, Eminem's big. I'm gonna be Twix, and he spells his name with the TWIKKZ.
Twix.
Which one look like, baby? My left nut or right? Anyway,
good.
We'll put Twigs on the bench for now.
He's the sixth man coming up, when everybody's tired.
I think the worst thing. All right, so here's the thing. So when they get the ball, it depends on the beat. The beat can change too, so we got to keep them on their toes.
Okay.
It's basketball, so basketball rules. So like no double dribble, none of that shit. You can dunk. But you have to fucking be versing while you're dunking. You can't pull one of those. Oh, like you can't do that. You can't diss on somebody that's in front of you while you're dodging them, because you can do that too. You can diss your player, and they can diss you back if they feel like it. But the thing is, they have to have the ball. So if they're like this, and they can say something about your mom, and you can be like, "Whoa, what?" And then you toss about your friend, and then they're all like, "Oh, I don't know." Any raps, dude. I'm shit at this.
I like where your head's at.
I'm so bad at this.
I feel like it would be something that
I'd be on the court. I'd be like, "Oh my gosh." Oh my god, I wouldn't even think of a song, dude. I'd be dead. I'd be done. I'll be the water boy.
I'd be the water boy. Be like Adam Sandler.
Yeah, but like I only sing songs about water, or with water in the title, so it's probably Barbie Girl a lot because of Aqua. I don't know any other bands with water in it. Here Comes the Rain. Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls by TLC.
Your top hits. Your top hits.
Rains of Africa. I'd be singing that actually. You guys want some water?
Is that like the song you come out to while you're hydrating everybody?
Yeah. and then I'm dancing in the middle, and then all of a sudden sprinkler starts coming on, and people are like, "What the fuck? We didn't pay for this."
Getting the court all wet and everything. Get the water boy.
No, leave the court alone. It's the people.
It's just the people. Get the people wet.
That's why it's got to be a hot summer day when we're playing this game.
Oh Lord! All right.
Anyway, no. So,
continue.
Basketball rules, that kind of crap. No cannon. Take the cannon out. Same basketball shit. You can diss each other. I mean, well, if you you can diss back, but only if you have the ball. Make a shot, dunk. You got to reverse while you're dunking, and then like the tournament, and it's like at the end, whoever's like whatever. The team wins, like they get like each of them get like a contract or something. They're like the next NWA right there.
So the choice either rapping or hooping.
And what sucks, this show is produced by like 4 big like fat white guys
that
look like they own a goddamn fucking plantation.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, this will work because some honky will pick it up.
And of course, Snoop Dogg's the host. There's 3 judges. No, wait, what team? How many teams? 4 teams, because it's well, how many episodes?
Yeah, how many episodes are we doing? If
you're
doing a tournament, you're gonna have at least a few teams. You would do elimination style.
So we'll do tryout episodes, like 2-week tryout episodes, and then they move on to the semifinals, and they move on to the finals.
So you're making this like America's Got Talent.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like all those.
Are you ready for basketball?
It's almost like
BET
America's Got Talent meets Harlem Globetrotters.
Fuck yeah! We can get Harlem Globetrotters to like come in and like, well, there was that special episode, guys. We're gonna teach you how to play basketball.
The one with Scooby Doo, I love that
one. They're in all of them.
Yeah, I know, right? That would be good.
It'd be interesting. I mean, it's a stupid idea I had.
Rap-skiball.
It's a rap-skiball.
Rap-skiball.
And they try and get like the big time rappers, but they can only get like Sean Kingston or something because I dropped a freaking blast from the past for you.
Yeah, I did. I almost felt like whoa, I felt like I warped to like a time horn or something.
Is he even a rapper? I don't know. Will.i.am might do it. He's got nothing going on right now.
Will.i.am still. The Black Eyed Peas are still making music, bro. They just had like a whole new album come out. Yeah, the thing is Latino. They're taking like the
You know what's funny?
What is it called?
I heard that they got popular because Fergie like had them change their sound or something.
Yeah, they're more like Latino now. They're more what is it called?
I don't know.
Reggaeton, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything. I didn't know.
It's actually pretty good. It's actually
I
surprisingly
was wondering
good.
why they asked them, like, hey, why is Fergie not a part of the group anymore? And it's like, I'm like, well, I didn't even know the group was still going.
Well, I mean, like, you think about it, Fergie and will.i.am did their own thing for a long time. They did things together, but they were pretty much, the group was broken.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they came back together.
Yeah, yeah.
Because remember, you think about it, they were that group. You think about anybody else in that group, who do you know? Anybody else?
The year of Fergalicious was awful. That was bad.
That song reminds me of my ex-girlfriend.
London Bridge got worse. Dude, I
liked London Bridge for a long time, but it did get overplayed.
Dude, though, I hated those songs like that. Kind of remind me of girlfriends. Like, I Don't Like Your Girlfriend by Avril Lavigne. Like, this is one girl I dated for a little bit, and she remember the girl that I told you that kind of emotionally destroyed me.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
that one.
That's
yeah. I wasn't even dating anybody at the time. She just had that song on, and that was her way of telling me she liked me. I'm like, I don't have a girlfriend, so this song's kind of weird.
This song's even weirder because you're my girlfriend.
No, we weren't dating yet. She just, like, that was her way of telling me. And I was
she wanted you.
It's like, this is a weird
Give me
song.
that promise ring.
Oh, yeah, there was one of those conversations. I didn't want that ever. I dipped out on that conversation.
You have to promise to eventually
you're
about
possibly
you're
forcing me
in
to,
the future.
Yeah, you're forcing me to give you a promise ring? I promise not to do that.
Yeah, I promise you this relationship will last
Can I
too much longer.
Here's a promise rock. It might last longer. I don't know.
Promise rock. Crack?
Something about OJ that, like, recently came up.
What? Something more about OJ and the Sim?
No, it was not recently, but during quarantine, like, I've just kind of, like OJ popped up, like, 3 times, and I'm like, I'm wondering if they're...
I thought he was in jail.
No, he's out and about. He's on Twitter.
Yeah, that's right. You were telling me he was on Twitter.
He even said, like, Carol Baskins definitely killed her husband. And I'm like, yeah, of course this guy only would know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, of course, yeah. Put them in a room together. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, she probably spill their guts.
It's like they're both dead. They both murdered each other.
Or they just laugh and have a good time and talk about how they did it.
Yeah,
that's what probably would happen.
But I remember you and I had a conversation about an OJ horror movie. Like they could, if they could. All right, listen, everybody. Here is our, I guess, like, our idea of an OJ Simpson horror movie that is in a different universe, and it's just completely like, listen, like. It's just a fucking bad movie if it was ever made. If they have to do something with a movie like this and change the rights, they just call it AJ for apple juice or something.
Oh, yeah. That's what... Juiced.
Our movie...
Apostrophe D, so that way we can't get sued by anybody.
Yeah, right. So remember how I said, like, the movie opens black and white with, like, a rousy group of, like, Californian people, like, hunting down OJ? And he's running down the street to his home with his football uniform on.
Is he coming fresh from a game, or is he?
No, I mean, like, this is like after the trial that went differently. Like, if the trial went differently, and he just runs away, puts his uniform on.
So was he just regressing?
Yeah. So he goes there, and then I said, like, they're chasing him with, like, pitchforks and stuff. Like, we can take that out. We can take that out now because that's not really cool.
Maybe I need a bad taste now.
Yeah. But they chase him there, and then, like, of course, like, the house collapses within because it's all destroyed, even though it's not.
Yeah, they live in a super nice house.
Yeah,
like a
super white, nice house.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I swear that house had mirrors on the wall.
Oh yeah, most likely.
That house most likely had mirrors on the wall.
And the ceilings probably, some of the rooms probably had mirrors on the ceilings
too. Fur carpet flooring and everything. Damn shit.
Yeah. He was the juice.
The juice. Anyway, so might we add, we know this guy did it.
Might we add?
We don't care. We don't support him in any way. We just think it'd be funny if someone made a horror movie series, kind of like Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Just call it OJ. And then, like, so the story is, like, okay, so OJ was last seen in his house, but the thing collapsed, the flooring collapsed on him or something in the basement, and he was never seen again. And some people still to this day say this. And, we're at his school. Teenagers like, whoa, let's go to the house. It's like, what? Tommy, stop.
What house? The house I'm about to do you in.
Damn it! You know, I gotta turn this off. If this is Reddit, it's Reddit. Fuck you.
If it's Reddit, I swear to God.
If my phone doesn't vibrate and it makes that... If it vibrates and makes that sound, it's a text. But if it's like that sound...
It's Reddit.
It's Reddit.
It's a notification from the interweb.
I hate it. It's for memes. It's for memes.
I got a meme alert.
I get meme alerts, you know. I'm pretty cool.
He's down the clown.
Yeah. He's down the clown.
But these horny teenagers are going.
So yeah, so we get these horny teenagers. They go to the OJ house. They have their drinky time, their sexy time. Of course, there's the kid that's like, oh no, blah blah blah.
Is this the house that OJ was murdered?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, and the thing is, OJ can't. Wait, he uses the knife, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole time he's
knife.
in a torn, like he wakes up. He breaks through the flooring. He's like, he's just like he can't really talk. You know, he says a couple things here and there, you know.
Yeah.
But like first, you know, he's just like, who are you? And like shit like that. And he starts swinging his arms. Kids are like, oh my God, what? We should leave, but maybe we should go upstairs instead. Because, you know, they're... Yeah,
because it's the horror movie, so yeah.
OJ's just chasing
so
them throughout
instead of leaving out the house, they go further into it. Yes, continue.
It's a movie. It's got to keep going.
Yeah.
Bear with me here.
I know.
No, bear with me. You got to understand, dude. Bear with me here. All right?
See where it's going.
This movie is, like, really bad, and I'm trying to sell it.
I feel like you're just pitching it to them. Like, no. I'm telling you right now, it's terrible. But we have to make it.
so I gotta come on, just Hollywood. You gotta do this. So like we get the kids, you give them like each a background. There's a nerd, the jock, whatever. I want classic slasher style. OJ can wear his old uniform. Take the title name out. Don't have to get sued by the NBA, the NFL. Sorry, maybe the NBA. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm trying to sue you.
No, his name's OJ. For Ontario Jackson.
It's Ontario Jackson.
Not for that name. And completely different crime. So, you know, we do the typical couple murders. You know, girl gets strangled. Or no, douchebag jock gets strangled.
He's got to juice people. Come on, he's the juice.
Yeah.
He has to have some type of power. He can just juice them out of their bodies, and it's just like their skin's here, but the rest of their body's over here.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Jeremy was juiced.
or you know, he grabs the kid. He's like, you know how to make orange juice? You give it a squeeze.
Yes, these are like stupid shit like that. It's like, oh my God, Jessica's in the blender. Like, it's all different types. It's like, where did he get the industrial blender?
Dude, how did he mash Tyler into that OJ bottle?
Yeah.
Or no, you remember those old commercials where there was like it's like an orange with a straw stabbed into it?
Yeah.
He's just got a kid with a straw stabbed into his head, and
best way to get your vitamin C. Yeah, dude, I tell you.
You ever had a blood mosa? What's that? Blood and orange juice? No, I don't think it was just a little bit.
What? You just cracked the champagne bottle for his
and there
hands,
has to be a scene where like the girl, the innocent girl, blonde girl, finds like the dress of OJ's like dead wife, puts it on to distract him, so the nerd dude can like I don't know, like push him down stairs and like I don't know into the pit.
This man came up from the floorboards after 56 years. You take him
and then
a gentle fall down and
push him down a flight of stairs, or I don't know, okay. She's on the balcony in the backyard. He's in front of the pool. She distracts him dressed up as his dead wife, and he's all like, "Oh, I miss you," and blah blah. Then he pushes him into the pool. Or no, change it. There's always a hero character that sacrifices himself. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, not a cop. Their teacher. Remember? Oh, this is it. This is the idea. So they had a teacher who told them the story about the OJ trial. Okay? He's just a guy. He's like, he mentions things. I never knew my dad. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. Sir, how do you know OJ so much? Blah blah blah. Turns out he's like he's like an affair child from some OJ had with somebody years back.
Okay.
And like
here it is. Okay,
he's like,
we're missing something.
Yeah. And then so she's distracted, and then he goes, and then he looks and down. He's like, the teacher's right there in front of him, and the dude's got an extension cord somewhere plugged in, but he's holding it behind his back because he knows the only way to stop the juices from doing whatever he's got to do, right?
Yeah.
So he distracts. He's like, I'm your son. Remember. I don't know. Fucking what's
name a woman because he used
Rebecca.
He used to love to go to strip clubs and stuff like that.
All right, remember. Oh my God! So like we got to think of remember Dusty Diamond?
Dusty Diamond.
Wait, is that an actual porn star name?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
She's in the movie.
I don't know.
Elizabeth Elixir.
Oh God, Elixir. I don't know.
Eliquor.
Remember my mom Rebecca. Eliquor was her stage name.
I think
and then he goes, oh, and he gets scared, and then he runs, and then all of a sudden he turns, and then he's like, listen, I'm your son. You gotta stop this. It's time to go to sleep. Oh, and then he's just like, distracted by both, and then he charges at him, like holding a toaster like a football, charging at him, slow motion, pushes him right into the water, and it just destroys both of them. And then get this, okay? At the end, cops come. Two teens are upstairs. They're holding each other. They're fucking sad. They're scared. They haven't even looked downstairs. They're like, yeah, we found a body down there. A body. And then all of a sudden it's like, sir, we saw a white Bronco traveling down the road.
Stop.
The end?
Question mark. Fox, you want this.
You mean Disney? Disney, it's Disney now, bro.
That's right. I'm sorry, Fox. I forgot.
Oh no, they haven't. They're calling their thing Fox, I think.
Yeah.
Fox Searchlight or Fox something.
Yeah.
Not 20th Century or anything.
Fox would take it.
Yeah.
Fox would take this Juice, the movie.
It's gotta be called Juice, or Nightmare. I don't know. Tiny Gloves.
Blood Clock Orange.
Blood Clock Orange?
Yeah. I just think I love the part with the son where he's like, you might remember my mother.
Oh my God.
Licky Lixer.
E-Liquor. That was her stage name. What a horrible stage name for a porn star.
Yeah, right?
Or not a porn star.
Or a stripper.
A stripper. Because you gotta live with that for the rest of your life. Like, you have to come up with a name. So there's so many great freaking Mercedes and like I'm sure there's a freaking Tesla chick already, and there's a lot of car name chicks, and there's like Cherry, Candy Cane, and I don't know. I'm Butterscotch. Like, no.
I'm Hot Melted Butter. Remember that from Married with Children?
I don't remember that again.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen that show in a while.
Wow. Yeah. That just came back on Hulu, too. I love that show.
I actually need to get back into watching Scrubs, but I
they put that back on there, too.
It's on Hulu, yeah, but they took off a couple episodes because of blackface.
Yeah, they took off a bunch of them.
But I've been listening to their podcast, and they addressed it in one episode. They're just like, the creator himself, he called Hulu and said, take it down. We didn't know, like, we thought we can get away with anything back then. We weren't trying to hurt anybody. And even Zach Braff's, like, he cringed when Donald Faison said, in an episode, like, we did a lot of stuff. We even did blackface. And he's just like, oh, I remember that. I don't want to remember that.
Yeah, most people are taking things off now.
All right, here's the thing. We need to talk.
Well, do we need to talk? We need
to talk. What's going on right now is absolutely ridiculous.
There's
protests that are being accused of riots that are actually looting to be, I don't know, to disguise themselves as a protest, but shit, like people are doing it the wrong way. There's so many deaths out there, allegations, famous people being taken out. Video game companies are banning people and canceling them right away. Freaking even that Twitch guy, Dr. Disrespect. I think I explained it.
Yeah, I think
the dude's just permanently banned, and it's been like almost 2 weeks. And I know, and here's the thing: like, we are not Twitch associates. We have Twitch channels, but or at least I do.
Yeah, you do.
I just don't use it that much. There's maybe some old VODs back there, and probably have to check those out, and just see if they're still up. But the fact is, like, this dude is known on the internet. The guy's like just gone, and nobody knows why. And people say they say like, oh, it's over. But I just can't say why legally. And it's like, you can say that because, one, you can't go after that person and be like, oh, you're making shit up, or they actually can't talk about it if they are a part of that. That's the thing. Yeah. There's a bunch of theories online and shit. And then, but that's, it's because like it's got to be something big, you know. But that's like the least of our problems, especially with like people not taking the quarantine seriously, or wearing a mask, or being safe distances and shit like that.
It boils out to like a generalization of like respect for other people. There's such a lack here.
When you're taught to be like a good person, like what did that mean? Like, that meant to be respectful to others and
treat others like you like to be treated, which is the funny thing about most of these people. I kind of
hate these serious talks sometimes.
Yeah, but it had to happen, just like what's happening right now had to happen, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And like, some people are showing their true colors now, and the other thing is, people are being recorded, and you got to remember, like, everyone is a cameraman now.
Yeah, exactly.
The world is connected every 20 feet. You have a camera. I have a camera. There's a camera behind me on my PlayStation. Mm-hmm. There's a camera on my laptop.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
We got cameras everywhere, connecting all those cameras to other cameras.
You need to, like, cameras. I don't know. Lately, I've been kind of just telling myself, like, like, I don't know. Sometimes I lose my cool and I get angry. I just become an angry person, I just get, like, really irritable and tell people to fuck off. I'm not the type of person that will, I'll call you out on something and fight you on it. I'm the type of person that'll get angry and be like, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk. But there's, like, people, like, need to talk to you, and it's like, please just go the fuck away. Fuck off.
Sometimes it's just better to walk away from things.
But I feel like now, because I'm at work, there's cameras everywhere, I have to keep my cool. Because, like, I saw a guy recently just, like, get in trouble for mouthing off. And he didn't call anybody a slur or say anything. He just told somebody to fuck off.
He's had a poor attitude.
Yeah, and you know what? Fuck off isn't just, like, I'll say fuck off maybe to you, like, if you're telling me something stupid. Like, yeah. Fuck off. That's ridiculous. But if you're saying fuck off,
like, get the fuck out of my face.
Like, there's a coworker of mine, I always give him, like, this dead stare look, but I'm never serious. I'm like, you ruin my day every second I'm here. And then I drive off. And then I'm just like, hey, man, I'm just kidding.
It's the look of a sociopath, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't see it.
Hey, stop it. I have emotions. I can turn them on, too. Watch. I can turn them on. I'm crying.
Why does it sound like an old school modem? Downloading emotions.
Oh, this is going to take forever. Oh, shit.
How long is this file?
That's going to be... Yeah, but we can end the real talk in a minute. Okay, now.
Nah.
Just be respectful for others. Come on. There's people out there that kind of dealing with this shit too.
And it's not like we're trying to blame all types of people or one group of people.
What do you mean people?
Yeah, people, because that's what we are.
Yeah, we are.
Human babies.
Remember, everybody.
We're all a bunch of human babies.
Everybody, we're all part of one race.
Yeah.
The human race.
Human. Yeah, human.
Great, now there's a woman. Now, excuse me? What about the trans man?
What about the in-betweeners? I don't know. I'm trying to respect everybody.
What about us toasters?
No, you're a toaster.
Excuse me, sir? Toast me some toast right now.
Yeah, toast me some goddamn
puts it between his butt cheeks. Comes out toasted.
It's
Sir,
dirtier than
you
what I
just-
have at home.
All right, is anybody out here a butter dispenser? I am. Squeeze my left nut.
It's hot. God damn it! I just thinking about it. Oh man.
You
Man
gonna
with
get
children
pancakes
again.
today? You get
No,
pancakes?
I don't really want pancakes.
I know. I've been craving like shitty food lately. That's because that's all I want to eat. I just want to eat garbage.
So convenient, so comforting.
Can we
Sucks.
ever stay serious?
Huh?
In this show, like, do we ever? I'm just every time I listen to an episode, like, we have one of these like talks, and then we distract ourselves with being idiots, like complete freaking goofs.
I mean, like, with everything going on in the world, it's just to tell people, like, look, we're all just trying to be better people. We're just trying to be equal. And I'm gonna say this right now. This is coming from a man who was an Afro-American man. That you know who we don't give enough respect to and props to are the Native Americans. Yes, this whole Me Too movement, and yes, the whole LGBTQ, and yes, the whole Black Lives Matter. But we gotta think about from the people that the foreigners took from the natives that were here before them, came and wiped them out and gave them nothing. They don't get any respect, and we're just now with sports teams trying to get people to change their like logos and stuff now.
Yeah, I saw what Washington did.
Yeah, like that's been around for how long?
Yeah, but DC Redskins, they didn't even change it. They just changed. They said they changed their name. They changed it. They lied. Like they're not doing what people want. And of course, somebody, I guarantee you, whoever owns the name is just laughing his ass off right now.
It's just like I was telling my
The
manager.
dude is complete racist. Allegedly. I think whoever owns the Washington...
They had a quote-unquote meeting to discuss it.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
But that's all you did. You discussed it. You were like, well, we're going to have these...
And you're
to get everybody off our nuts.
And every time somebody says tradition, you need to think about this. This country was built on basically slaves. No, 100% is on slaves. Yeah. Forcing people to build our railroads, forcing people to build our homes, forcing
this
people...
nation was built on slavery, discrimination, and hate.
And let's not forget, everybody's bitching about politics and all this stuff, Republicans and Democrats. And, nobody really understands history. Like, let's not forget, Civil War was about fighting for slavery, not fighting for the rights. It was fighting for slavery. Yeah. And of course, blue versus gray. And fuck the South because they lost. And you know what? They have their stupid little flag that they parade around that they don't understand that they lost.
That we're taking away from them.
Oh, they need... Good. Take it. I want that. And then hopefully the KKK...
NASCAR even took it off theirs. So,
oh, yeah. You know what, man? NASCAR is doing the right thing because NFL, NBA... and NHL haven't done anything that I know of. But NASCAR immediately fired somebody.
I mean, we don't see those. You don't see those flags in those like games. Sporting events, they have every other nation flag. They don't have like the.
Well, they are now.
But like any of the southern like states that did have the teams here, they are taking them out. Like it is. You're going in the right direction. That's all they were asking for. Mm-hmm. They were not asking for too much, which is the wrong.
They have one black driver on that. Yeah. In that whole freaking unit, and they're doing more stuff than the other companies. Yeah. I heard Aunt Jemima was supposed to come off the shelves, but now like the company itself, I guess the CEO said something like it's somebody in the family.
But it's like I was like you were talking about that. It's like someone in the family, but they're perpetuating a stereotype that what they had to be back in the day. Like Aunt Jemima is not that anymore. Now, if you do it out of respect of, then like the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks logo was in honor of apparently one of the, I guess he was like a fighting general or commander of one of the armies to help take over or like help defend their land. So they were like honoring him with that. So that's why. Yeah. If that's the case, then I can understand that. But if you're using any type of like thing, any image like that for just pure profit.
But I mean, like if the story is like Aunt Jemima was somebody in my family that cooked for us and she was really good at cooking and we loved her, kind, passionate woman. But I don't know the story. I'm not gonna really go up. I should look this up. I should actually see, because with all this stuff, like where did Uncle Ben come from? Yeah. Was there a dude like just playing music on the street, or was he in a jazz club?
Was he playing just really good at making rice?
Like, was there a story that when he played at that night, everybody was being served rice? Like, I don't I don't know. That sounds horrible.
No, it's not, because these are things that we don't know. We just
There's always a story behind it. But when you see something like, Jesus, can you imagine if they had the Detroit N-words or something? Do you know how fucked that would be?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of teams that were named like that, though.
Never.
Actually, in some of the baseball leagues, they were still using the word like Negro, but not. Yeah, because they had to.
Yeah.
There was a whole Negro league where it was just literally black baseball teams, and they were like, some of them were called like, the so and so Negroes, because that's what they were.
Yeah, right.
But long story short is that we should all just treat each other, no matter what we are, just fair and equal. That way we can get through these things like this, like pandemics like this, like, better. Not like people rioting and looting. Not the people who are causing these injustices, or if you're just watching them.
Right.
Like, you don't have to be on the front line to still be supportive and just do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where we're ending on something?
Like, no, we're not ending on that. I'm kind of regretting saying Detroit N-word now, because I'm like, I could have said something else. I could have went to, like, I don't know what.
I was even thinking about it when I was talking to my managers. I was like,
Redskins. I feel bad even saying
about anything. Like, we were like talking about the Lucky Charms leprechaun. Technically, that's a depiction of Irish people. If a bunch of Irish
shut up. No, I'm not upset by that. I like that fucking dude.
If I'm saying, a bunch of people like him, but if a group was like upset about it, should consider changing it, because
I don't know. I think it's because it's white people. They don't care.
No, because obviously white people just know that they really can't say anything about it, because then they're going to look even more racist. If you're going to just come out and be like, oh, well, what about so-and-so? Don't start with us right now.
Here's the thing. Like, I hate St. Patrick's Day, because not only is, like, a ton of people just abuse the day of drinking, but the day itself is nothing. And it's a day to celebrate this so-called Irish heritage thing, even though it has nothing to do with Irish heritage, as the story itself is just lame, and it's just like, wow, okay. But my family celebrates it because they celebrate family. That's fine. If you're doing this thing, you're feeding your family, you're giving them a buffet style of desserts, a buffet style of food, you're giving them music, free alcohol. My uncle was paying for Ubers home and stuff like that. It was family, Bring your friends. Of course, I could have brought anybody. I remember bringing my roommate when we were younger, and it was just, like, it's just a big gathering.
If you're trying to endorse like positive traditions and stuff and educate, then by all means.
Yeah, but if you're all singing happy tunes and they're like, all right, guys, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna set the cross on fire. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, listen, if my family just did that,
we're gonna go play hide the potato, because it's like something like that. Like, that would be like, oh, okay,
yeah.
I guess that's all in good fun, but okay, like,
hide the potato.
Yeah, potato.
I played that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I never played that.
I played that a lot. I was like, wait, what?
Dude, you never hide a potato. You only hide a potato after you cook it and eat it. I love potatoes, dude. I love fucking French fries, curly fries,
potato chips.
Fuck crinkle fries. Those things are too stuffed.
You like a good crinkle fry where it's just like, I thought you liked potato, huh?
Listen, I like potato, but crinkle fry is just like, no. Like, every time I go to White Castle, I'm just like, straighten your fries out.
Never.
They're being assholes.
Never.
No, all that rib shit, I ain't into that. That's not for me.
Yeah. He likes his fries straight.
Change your fries.
Change your fries.
Change your fucking fries, White Castle.
Straighten
your fries. You too, Portillo's, you disgusting,
how dare
delicious.
You?
No,
Did you ever tell them to change their fries?
Portillo's, change your fries and take the mayo out of your chocolate cake shake, you gross son of a